It's Keaira Jay Travels. Welcome back to my channel. It is port day, and today we are stopping at one of the most hated cruise ports according to online cruise blogs and Reddit, which is Nassau Bahamas. We made the stop in Nassau on the MSC Seascape cruise ship. Come with me as I take you all to some of the more popular areas like Queen's Staircase and the Straw Market. We even try some Bahamian food. Keep watching until the end of the video, and I will tell you guys if I think all of the hate that Nassau gets is warranted. Good morning. We are in Nassau. So I unfortunately did not get up as early as what I had originally planned. It is about 7:45. They just made an announcement. I believe they're about to start letting people off, but I have not eaten. Most importantly, I need my coffee as well. I can't really see. I believe that's Atlantis behind us, but it also looks like they're building up around the port here because there's a ton of construction. So yeah, I am about to just spray on the bug spray, some more sunscreen, and then I'm about to pack I'm going to pack my little backpack. The water looks absolutely beautiful. I'm excited to get off the ship. Most importantly, I really want to know if Nassau deserves all of the hate that this cruise port gets online. So we will see. Breakfast actually doesn't look bad this morning. I'm gonna try everything. But yeah, I saw someone else with some French toast. I didn't see French toast, but I guess there were other options too. But yeah, doesn't look bad. Okay, so we're still on the ship. Getting off is a bit confusing because of the winds. They're not letting people off on 4 forward anymore. Well, anyways, I think deck 5, but the signs weren't updated, so. Okay, that is not through here. Oh my goodness. This is confusing. Okay. So the ship is kind of confusing. I haven't gotten acclimated yet. All those people behind me are also people who walk down there and realize that we can't walk through. I'm gonna need MSC to be way more clear with getting off of the freaking ship if they're gonna change where the exit is, because now everyone's just walking around in circles confused. Maybe this is the exit. Let's see. Okay, so we have made it to walk through the guest cabin area on 5. Yeah, it's waiting to get off at the gateway. All right, so I'm off the ship, about to walk into port, and it is already scorching out here. So I don't have any excursions purchased. I was just gonna kind of make my own walk-in tour. Because I'm solo, I may stop by the tour booths in port just to check to see if they have any decently priced walking or even bus tours, because it's kind of hot out here. Yeah, but by cheap I mean like $20 or $30, because if it's anything more than that, I'll wing it. But I do have a few places that I want to go. They are walkable because a lot of the landmarks and most popular areas are probably about only a mile and a half to the port. So yeah. Oh, it looks like one of the Disney ships is here, Disney Magic. Looks like they're doing taxi and scooter rentals up here. And swimming with the pig if you want. Oh, there's a little food van right here. Taxi stand. Museum Junkanoo. And it looks like there's a ton of shopping down there too. Okay, so it looks like this way. No, thank you. Let's see, so it's a pharmacy. That's the town. I believe the straw market is right outside here, but I'm gonna walk through port a little bit. All right, let's see. No, sounds boring. I want to get out and see the town.
Did you get me smiling?
What kind of tours do you have? Man, Starbucks is everywhere. All right, so it looks like lots of shopping, jewelry, souvenirs. Oh, this is the hair braiders pavilion. Good morning. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, so there is a lot of places to eat. Can't wait to get some comforters. All right, so lots and lots of shopping. A bar over there, people selling things. Lots of souvenirs. Like more restrooms. This is called Shore Break. Let's see. More shopping. If that's what you want to do. This bar looks fun. Okay, here's the gelato place. I've been meaning to try gelato on the ship. I have not yet. Come back and take a picture by the sign. Okay, you can exit this way too. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, I think this is the end of the cruise port. The gallery and wine bar. The Island Post restaurant looks like they're still preparing to open. This is the gallery and the wine bar. I wonder if that's an art gallery. Let's see, it looks like it is. That's cool. It feels great in there, I tell you that. All right, something called the Grill is coming soon. More restaurants back here. So it looks like for the most part, there's plenty of shopping, a lot of vendors in port, but multiple food options and bar options. This looks like a concert venue or something. Okay, let's see. Okay, so basically I walked all the way towards the end. I can already see Senor Frogs down there, but that walked me right into the straw market. And then also it looks like Sharky's is right there, so it's right across from the cruise port. I've seen a couple of people go there as well. Looks like there's some private taxis out this way. But yeah, the port gate is open. And then, yeah, there is the straw market. Good morning. No, thank you. Good morning. Alright, these are the jitney buses. It's like their version of public transportation. I believe it's only a couple bucks. One of the bus drivers just told me that the number 8 goes close to the Queen's Staircase, but I will still have to walk once I get there. But if you wanted to go to like the fish fry, you can take number 10. Before the trip, I decided that I wanted to do my own self-guided walking tour. So I pretty much researched a couple of things that I wanted to do, map the distance using like Google Maps, and then I was going to use that to walk around and go to all of the locations I wanted to go to. The maps area and just the walking directions led me away from the main road, which was Bay Street, and I ended up on some side streets and I had to go through like an alleyway. At that point, I honestly did not feel comfortable doing that. I was solo. I am a woman, and also it was my very first time being in Nassau, so I just did not want to be lost and alone on the island. So I used my discernment and turned around and went back to the cruise port and decided to do a guided tour instead. So I did purchase a tour directly on port. I believe it was $35 or $40 per person. All right, so unfortunately, I found out later after getting home that I had some sort of audio issue with my mic. So the first half of the tour, I have no audio at all. So unfortunately, you guys won't hear what the guide had to say. But our first stop was in the Parliament Square area. I thought it was pretty cool that all of the government buildings are painted pink. So that would be buildings like the Senate building, the Supreme Court, as well as Government House. Government House is where the Governor General resides, so we did drive by there as well. The The next stop was the Graycliff area. We went there for a moonshine tasting, a chocolate tasting, and a wine tasting at Bahama Barrels Winery. Honestly, I could have skipped this part of the tour. On the tour, it was marketed as a tasting, but honestly the samples were in communion sized cups, so you really didn't get that much of a taste of the moonshine or the wine. And then the chocolate at the chocolate factory was just little chocolate morsels. So I could have skipped this. I did like the area. I actually wish that we would have stopped at the Graycliff Hotel because I did want to see the hotel. I heard that the restaurant there is pretty good. You can purchase a day pass at Graycliff Hotel, which gives you access to their pool, and then it also includes lunch and I think a drink at their restaurant as well.
I was probably most excited to visit the Queen's Staircase. It was definitely on my list of stops to make in Nassau. So, if you did not know, the Bahamas did not gain their independence from England until 1973. So, the Queen's Staircase was formerly known as 66 Steps, but it was renamed for Queen Victoria. These steps were carved out of limestone by slaves to provide an escape route from Nassau to Fort Fincastle. Before the cruise, I did a little research on the Queen Staircase, and it did state that the steps were carved out of limestone by slaves. However, at the site, there is a plaque that states the steps were carved by free men of African descent. I'm not really sure about the discrepancy in that history. Both statements could be true. I will say this location is pretty popular. So if you want to go, you probably want to go earlier in the day.
Oh, they have coffee rum cake. I have to try that. They have samples. I have a 6-pack. So those are the prices.
Yeah, she has some different flavors. That was original with pecans.
Let's get some samples. Oh, cool. Look at all the empty conch shells. I'm smell the fish grease.
Smell it? Right. Don't call it light? No, it's try to make it as a cult. Light. You see it as well.
Oh, I want to see one.
And a full experience. In the middle, that's a suite. That's the Michael Jackson suite. The bridge in the hotel to my left. That's the Michael Jackson suite. $25,000 a night.
Yeah, I bet.
And again, W.
Okay, looks like you can buy Atlantis Adventures here, but we only have 30 minutes here, so I'm just gonna walk through, take a quick tour of Atlantis. I believe there's a casino here too. The Atlantis Casino. So definitely, if you like to gamble, this is your spot. So in the middle they have table games too, so table slots. Looks like they may have a couple restaurants in here. Okay, Leo's. It looks like they have a Nobu in here too. They have quite a few bars and stuff. They have something called the Moon Bar over there. So quite a few bars. Let's see. Finish walking through. Love the seahorses. Let's see, the Royal Atlantis Kids Adventure Spa Fitness Center. So So that area is for guests only. So only past a certain point. Now look at the water. So we are at Cabbage Beach and it is beautiful. It's literally the prettiest water I've seen, like in person. It really is like crystal blue. It's so pretty. No, I mean the Caribbean heat is a bit different, but
Yeah, we have like that here on my.
yes.
We're almost there.
Yeah, it's bigger than what I thought it was in here. We are back in port, and I stopped by the Bamboo Shack because I wanted some more conch fritters to take back on the ship with me. They were not hidden the way they were at Potter's Cay, so I actually did not finish them. Overall, based on my first visit to Nassau, I do not think all the hate is warranted. Based on my research, it looks like that the port in Nassau was completely different years ago. That's probably what caused some hate, but I definitely don't think this is a port to just stay on the ship. Like, there's plenty to do if you don't want to leave the port gates. Some of the main attractions are in walking distance of the port. I did not go to Junkanoo Beach. I didn't have time because I wanted to get back on the ship a couple hours before we left. That's a popular attraction that you can walk there in less than a mile. So there's plenty to do. Possibly we'll go back to Queen's Staircase. I feel like you should go at least once, especially if you are into history of the island. Definitely try some local Bahamian food. The only negatives I would say is that certain parts of the island, they may not feel as safe because they're not on like a main road and they're not as populated. So being a tourist, you know, you just want to be mindful of your surroundings anywhere. As a woman, I did get catcalled for women, so you just have to kind of use your discernment, you know, and how to, you know, respond for your own safety. People do try to sell you things everywhere is how they make a living. You can just smile and say no thank you. It really didn't bother me or ruin my trip to have to tell people no, but I definitely don't mind going back to Nassau. Now once I cruise a bit more, and I've been 5-6 times because it's a popular spot on the itineraries, my opinion may change, but for right now, yeah, I will definitely for sure go back to Nassau. I hope you found this video helpful or entertaining. If so, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up so that YouTube continues to recommend my videos. If you don't want to miss my upload, consider subscribing because I do have more videos coming from my MSC Seascape cruise. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!